defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field.
One to the right. He's back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate, they chewed up enough time along the way while still getting the yardage they needed. That was an impressive drive.
Very methodical, and now barring something crazy on the kickoff. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It's their quarterback taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead,
this offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter.
To throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Their big-bodied receiver, 85 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. And that way, you often control the game.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, he shifts past him. The big fella, the 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand. This week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll ball,
and as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play. Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he is enjoying another fine performance just like a week ago.
His head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Flush to his right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was, and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one
time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
10 yards on the pickup there, and that leads to a Carolina 1st down.
There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and knock people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage.
Here we go now. No. Check.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter? Protect their passer, but when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some...
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one... Here come the Panthers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So a little grabbing there.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to sling this deep, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's doubt about it? If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching.
From the gun, Mariota rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Let's face it, it's tough to defend guys just in regular time. But when they get extra time, when the guy maneuvers outside of the pocket, that's just almost unfair because now trying to stay with the receiver, very, very difficult to do, and a big play is often the result.
Down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
He's got time in the pocket. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back. Pistol here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will take off.
Goes along, you control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
This will be caught at about the 6. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because,
you know, his cuts, they're so quick last week and this week.
that comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood?
He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right. Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll look to throw, and he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Another pistol look here. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here.
Often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
A big play there out of the running game. 30 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back nine up, Charlie, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
To take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have...
Back now, the offense backed up on second down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds...
Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue.
To 2-0, and they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll just about do it. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, he slipped right by him. Still on his feet. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They get 31 yards that time. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
10 now. They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it, tight window. situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Mariota to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Oh, he will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 3 interceptions thrown already. We'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning.
Mariota on first down. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTA.
Back to throw. And he fends him off. Finding time. Now he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that.
Getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one.
So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Automatic first down.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably...
Ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he bowls over him. Evades the tackler, and now some space.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Accordingly, and they did exactly that.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Still staying, the big fella, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything.
They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all. Per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
43 yards on the punt. Return of back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kick.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Holding. Defense.
And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty.
The offensive line's had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked. Defense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.